CalazCon is a show about war, obsession, colonialist occupation, and the many forms of violence those inflict. See the description for content warnings specific to this episode.
If you want these things, the elevators that you've constructed, to continue to be useful for the DFS and for the rest of our organization as bargaining chips and as weapons, we're going to need to make sure that our opponents are not able to develop countermeasures.
So we're going to go in, we're going to see what they're up to. I'm assuming we're shutting down any factories, manufacturing equipment, and making sure that countermeasures cannot be deployed to keep ensuring the military superiority of the DFS.
If we need an entry point for someone to get into the chem lab...
That river of sludge looks great.
So who gets into a gun? Is it Tansy or is it Worm or is it both?
I don't have a body. I can't really get into a gun. I can't get in there myself.
I don't understand. Wait, what do you mean by that question? Like, who's getting into one of the cannons? That's
one of the conversations was to have a conversation around somebody getting in line so they could actually be in the gun.
Is it installing Worm in the gun? Sorry, or
I thought the plan was to upload Worm into the guns so that I can take them all out, and then Tansy flies overhead, and then they get fried.
We could do that. Is that what you'd like to do?
I can get in line with the USB if that's the case.
That'd be perfect.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So,
Tansy, what is the CalazCon outfit that you're putting Verbal in for this?
what is the CalazCon outfit? Oh.
Yeah, you're our CalazCon expert.
That's true. Okay.
Which character am I going as?
So. All right, are you okay with a little bit of hair dye?
Fuck yeah.
All right, cool. So we're going to give you a little bit of a lavender wispy hairdo with like a little swoopy over the left eye, let's say. And your character's name is...
It's Mex. We can just say 2 nouns.
Yeah, it's true.
Do a random noun generator?
It's me, 2 nouns.
Yeah, that's perfect because that's also verbal.
It's also verbal. Yes, who was maybe originally going to be noun instead of verb.
Okay, ready? Want 2 random nouns?
Yes.
Yeah, let's see what we got.
Need turkey.
With a K?
Need turkey?
Yeah.
No.
No.
No. Okay.
Should we roll that one again?
Yeah.
How about bird step?
Yeah.
What's the bird theme?
Yeah, there's a
here?
Bird step. Bird step. Yeah.
I kind of like
Tansy
need
would
turkey, but that's
come up
okay.
with that.
All right, I'll keep that in my pocket for later.
Okay.
All right. Yes. Your character's name is yeah.
I just got Obligation Office, which seems like Verbal's evil twin.
Wow.
Verbal's the evil one.
Verbal's slightly... Is Verbal's evil twin just, like, slightly better?
It's nicer, yeah.
You guys get... How do the guns start blowing up? As you see the clearly identified CalazCon convoy rolling up to the factory.
Oh, yeah. I think... So the idea was that, like, I would be uploaded into the guns in advance, so I just fry them the second that, like, they start to get fired. Like, at us, specifically.
We're jumping forward. You're in the guns. The convoy is coming up to the factory, and you guys are in whatever position you want to be in, because right now you're in controlled grate. So who is where as the CalazCon pulls up? They have what looks like a gas truck. They have 2 flatbeds that have tarps over them. It is not a stretch to imagine what's under those tarps. There are lots of technical types checking notebooks to make sure they're in the right part of the place. Where are you, Helter, as they pull up?
I think Halter's already in the building then.
Okay, I love it. Where are you as they pull up, Verbal?
How do we feel about Verbal going absolutely full speed towards the gas truck from the side? Is going to T-bone ram this gas truck.
Love it.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, where are you, Tantivy, when these trucks are pulling up? CalazCon is pulling up to this fact to get this liquid to see if it can stop the grenades. Worm has been downloaded into a cannon. Helter is in the building. Verbal is in position to drive into the truck, the gasoline tanker that they're hoping to use to fill up and drive away.
So I'm supposed to be about to jump up in the air, right, and be flying.
If that's what you want to do, sure.
That's our plan. Okay, cool. Until this point, Tansy has been using the crystal canine form of her Avi. That's the four-legged version. Look like doggo. And yeah, so it's just been kind of low-key there, and she goes to go clonk, 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 clonk over to, I guess, a position where it makes sense for her to be able to leap up into the air and transform mid-flight or mid-jump.
Do you want them to see you ahead of time, or do you want to take them by surprise?
No, I want to take them by surprise because I want to use my red comet ability.
Yes.
Are we going to hit them before they get to the building, Verbal?
Yes, I think so. It's if they're coming up on the entryway, it's smash it to block the entryway. I also don't know if this gas tank is already full of something. There may be an explosion. We don't know. I didn't think about that.
The listener should see my not so innocent shrug. What could happen? I'm just going to give Helter one turn to say what Helter is doing before this happens, because you're inside the building.
We see the river access, right? Because I assume the plan of using the river worked. And we see it's a little bit like Creature from the Lagoon, right? Of Helter pulling themselves up out of this sludge river. And at first it seems oh, Helter's covered in sludge. And then it's oh, Helter is kind of sludge right now because I have a new move, which is blurring the line. When you push yourself, in addition to the normal benefits, you can also partially transform into declared other gear, but at pilot scale. Drastically alter your appearance. So, whatever, I don't know what role this is yet, but Helter has partially transformed and has the mobility suite option for the mech at pilot scale. So that's how Helter got here through the water.
Was the plan to add the cargo space gear and maybe drink this fluid?
Yeah, no, it was mobility suite and cargo space. I wasn't thinking drink, but now I'm thinking drink.
Everybody, please declare your load.
Heavy.
All right. We're going in hot, folks.
Now this is Beam Saber.
As always.
Helter, you have started ingesting the chemicals.
Oh, God.
Yeah, okay. That's great.
And you're going to say if that's Mork from Orc style with your finger, or if you just stuck your head in.
Big sippy. Big straw. Big straw.
Big straw. I think it's more like a stick gooey hand in, hand comes away with more goo, bring goo to face sort of vibe.
The Winnie the Pooh eats honey style.
Exactly.
But goo.
Yeah, and Helter's swimsuit, I realized I didn't describe it. It's one of those old-timey ones where it's shorts and it's a one-piece one.
With the singlet?
Shorts.
Yes.
Exactly.
Good.
Excellent.
Corporate espionage
Does it
chic.
have really shiny buttons, iridescent, kind of butterfly moth wings?
Yeah, that's actually great.
Verbal, roll to ram.
If it's possible, as I'm driving full speed at this thing, can I catch a glimpse of Helter in swimsuit through the
I was
ruined
hoping
wall?
we had a scene.
And just is nice. Okay, I'd love to destroy, employing overwhelming destruction through your vehicle. I'm hoping this thing is gonna explode, and there's people standing around it. There's other trucks. it could go interesting ways.
It is not stopping yet. It is slowing to a stop in front of the factory. Roll to destroy.
Okay, I'm also going to push myself with my fluctuant suspension. My reason being, like, the ground is really uneven and covered in, like, rubble and stuff, and I need a vehicle that isn't going to lose any speed as I try and get over this, like, nightmare terrain. Okay, so that's +1.
You are controlled and great.
A 5.
A 5. Okay. We are going to add 1 tick to the 4-tick clock. Give Helter time to get the chemicals. Okay? Actually, no. You're great. So it's going to be 3 ticks to the 4-tick clock. Give Helter time. We have a consequence, which is going to be... I think the consequence is going to be some damage. 1 level of damage. So this tanker was empty. And it is rather flimsy, and you hit it really hard. And so for you to keep driving is to drag parts of this tanker with you.
Yes, okay? Incredible.
All right, so I think you can call that dead weight. So you got the sign, Worm. What are you doing?
Is Tansy in the air yet?
Tansy, are you getting in the air now?
Sure, yeah. I mean, if all this thing is happening simultaneously, then yes.
So Tansy, you got the sign.
Cool.
So what are you doing? You jumping in the air?
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay, so I've been itching to use this one all episode long. So I'm gonna use my new skill, Red Comet. When I reveal myself with a dramatic action, those around me are briefly stunned. Yeah, Tansy is going to jump up into the air in the Crystal Canine and also button mash that transform button. And so transforms into the Kitty Hawk with wings like popping out and taking flight. Yeah, in just like an explosion of glitter. And she is blasting the Calazar theme song on her from the latest season, of course.
Nice. I love that. So what exactly... So you're attacking the CalazCar, the 501st Bastards. You probably know who this is.
I do.
Which is led by former Jovangelian, what's his name? Force Majeure. And Force Majeure has been cosplaying his father since his father's death.
Okay, that's not healthy. Hang on a second, buddy. Ooh.
That is weird.
Is this a contest?
They are now working for the con because money. And when you get in the air, what you notice is that there are pirate flags. Pirate flags? I think, yeah, pirate flags on top of the mechs on the 3 flatbed trucks. What are you shooting? As Force Majeure sticks his head out of a truck and says, "Bastards!"
I'm gonna shoot at those mechs with the pirate flags. I don't know why I did this to myself. My other vehicle, or the other form of my vehicle, is so much better at combat, but this one just looks cooler.
You can be standing on a building. Faster. You can be standing on a building in your dog form.
No, it's okay because I already transformed. Who did I stun when I did this transformation?
Everyone.
Like who did that work on?
It worked on everyone. They all are looking at you and mouths agape, and only their leader has half shouted their uniradical shout.
Yeah, so actually you might have picked up on the fact that Tansy was feeling like conflicted today about this mission. Things don't usually go well when Tansy feels conflicted about a mission. But she is real savvy at like surveying battlefields, and she does notice that these 3 AVs have pirate flags on them. So she feels like, okay, I don't know who that belongs to, but like that unknown element, like I'm gonna be the unknown element. Like I can't have that kind of competition. So she is gonna shoot at these AVs that are currently inactive, I'm assuming, but who knows what could happen, right?
You get a +1 die because they are all stunned.
Okay, wonderful.
So are you shooting at one of them or all of them?
All of them. They're all in the same truck, right? Or no?
3 different trucks.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm going to target the one that's in the middle, whichever one that is.
Are we rolling battle or destroy? Because they're prone, you can roll to destroy.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do. So, okay.
Take an extra d6 because for your red comet.
And this is controlled because they're stunned.
Controlled, great.
Right? Controlled, great. Oh no. and it didn't go great.
You can always withdraw and try again in a riskier position from a controlled if you wanted to battle instead of destroy or vice versa, whichever. I'm not sure which way you did.
It's true. Okay, so let's say that Tansy. This is the first time that Tansy has transformed the her Avi in this manner. So she wasn't quite like used to like the weirdness that would happen from that action. She wasn't even sure if that would work, first of all, but it did. And so that's why, let's say like her targeting was off. So she failed. There is a big crater, or, you know, maybe some existing rubble is now further reduced into rubble, but nothing else really happened from this.
And I'm also going to say the guns have started erupting as soon as you got into the air. Because you it's controlled and great, you are going to take damage that you can absolutely resist, called, this is level 1 damage, singed. They don't hit you, but they get really close, and there are a lot of them.
Okay, so I can resist it, right? By declaring...
A quirk?
By spending a quirk, right, okay. Yes, okay, so... Yeah, I will resist it by spending custom built.
As suddenly the skies light up. Boom, 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 boom. You don't have to resist this. It reduces your effect for everything else you do during this scene.
Right.
Everything else that singed applies to.
Yeah. Okay, I will resist this. Yeah, by rolling a maneuver.
So it's spending quirks minus...
Oh, it's spending quirks. Okay.
Yeah. It's 1. So if it's an expertise, it's 1 quirk, and if it's an acuity, it's 2 quirks.
So, yeah, let's go ahead and make it maneuver, so expertise.
I'll spend custom built that quirk.
Worm, cannons are going off. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'd like to get that to fucking stop. I think like Worm inside one of the cannons. I think she's gonna try to find the I think she's in the centermost cannon because of the way I want to do this. So I think the idea is that in advance I have been secretly, trying to find like vulnerabilities in the cannon's firmware, and if I do, I want to subtly change the I don't know, maybe like the overheat limit or something. You know, just tinker with the settings a little bit so that it doesn't really work right, but nothing's distinguishable. And then just to any devices gathering feedback or anything, just secretly feed normal data instead of this absolute trash fire that it's actually creating, just so that it fries itself slowly. And I, in particular, would like to push myself for this role to activate my new move, which is Tesla. When you push yourself, you can do one of the following in addition to the normal benefits, namely being unleash a stroke of lightning as a weapon from the power grid. I want these things to overclock themselves and fucking create chain lightning that fries all of the cannons.
Can I also help, please? I want this to go so insanely well.
That sounds so cool.
So I am now a tactical genius. As part of becoming an officer, I can now I haven't changed playbooks, but I can assist a squad mate without paying stress. I think what this is like during the time that I was uploading Worm in the canon, it's like was when the engineers were supposed to come by, and instead, like in bird step mode, just oh yes, hello. I'd love to talk about bird step with you. I know you're supposed to be doing something, but bird step's an engineer, and I just want to study what you're doing and see because I really want to get into the character. So and just is like bothering the engineers so much they don't have time to do the necessary checks.
Right. They will totally come back in an hour when it's the next rotation.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Like chasing them out the booth. Be like, oh, you forgot your spanner, sir. Oh, no. So, that's my Tansy impression.
I'm dead.
I like that it sounds much faker than the
Yes,
fake accent.
and I'm British. That's the weird thing.
Are we rolling destroy? What are we rolling?
In my mind, this would be an interface. You might hack into a technologically advanced vehicle.
Yes, you're doing that. But it sounds like you're going to destroy some stuff. That's really what it sounds like.
But destroy is a vehicle.
Right, but I'm not using a vehicle to destroy
It sounds like you're going to wreck some stuff. I'm sorry.
You have...
I'm sorry. You're going to wreck some shit.
No, you make a good point. Unfortunately, fuck. That's not any better. Could I make an argument for Prowl in being grace and precision with how I'm trying to take this down?
We can use Tesla to get a +1 to wreck, and you can push.
Yeah, I have to push in order to Tesla, so...
You're also getting +1D, improved effect, and improved position from my assist.
You are already at controlled and great.
And you can trade those for...
You're already at controlled and great.
Alright, so I've got one die, one very good die.
Can you give a +1 die verbal, or just position?
Yeah, I give all three.
Yeah, that's...
I give all
okay.
three because we have three.
So you have 2 die.
I have 2 die, because I don't have any in rec.
So we're giving you 1 for Tesla, and we're giving you 1 for Verbal's helping, and we're gonna let you push too. You know what?
Yeah, because I have to push in order to Tesla.
How
Those are
about
the
this?
Same move.
So you get the +1D from
Because I know you love them, Devil's Bargain.
Please, I was hoping you'd say.
I'm gonna give you another die. On a 6, you destroy all of the guns on this side. On a 1, you only destroy your gun. On a 4 or 5, on a 1, 2, or 3, you only destroy your gun. On a 4 or 5, you get half.
I mean, that seems like a...
I'm more
I was
than
gonna say
happy
that
to
sounds
take
like a
that.
bad move.
That's a downgrade. Considering how good your position is right now.
You're way more... Like, your position is above great. Like...
Effect is
Yeah,
extreme.
and I have 2 die to begin with. I have a... Yeah. Okay, yeah, no, I'm not
What?
gonna take that one. I will take one of
Why?
these eventually,
You keep
I
saying
promise.
you want these, and I keep working really hard. I'm kidding.
The others make a good point. This mathematically makes more sense.
Go ahead and make some rolls.
Alright, so that's what? 2d6 on a rec? Alright.
Bracket.
2d6.
Bracket.
It's not often you get a 2 on a... and position and effect was controlled...
extreme,
It's
technically.
better
but
than
I don't-
controlled, and it's better than great. You're gonna get
Okay, there is
you're gonna
no
get
button
no
for either of those.
consequences if you fail.
Oh,
You-
fuck
sorry,
yeah.
your consequence is gonna be shame.
Hey!
Hell yes.
That's a fucking
That's
six.
Dice, no.
Let nobody say... This is like the first time I've done like real computer virus shit in a long time. And it went with a plum.
All right. I'm gonna give it to you. I think you've destroyed the guns on this side.
Thank you. How much stress is it for pushing yourself again?
Stress for pushing is 2.
2. Excellent. Thank you.
And so, do people get hurt in these guns?
Realistically, the answer is I don't think Worm gives a shit. Me as Ruby wants to say no, but this is mechs, and I genuinely don't think that Worm cares about the collateral damage she's causing here.
I'm gonna say people get hurt.
Yeah, but they're CalazCon attendees.
They are
so, you know.
CalazCon attendees.
Yeah, it's kind of hard for me to
Watch
like.
your
Like me
tone.
as Ruby, I'm like, I don't want people to get hurt, but then I'm like, but do I give a shit? Like, really?
Hit them where it hurts. The customers. All right. We have.
I just want to hang on. I also just want to point out the willingness of Tansy to destroy Jovangelian civilians and then tell me to watch my tone when it's Calazar civilians is very funny.
Look, the best thing to play is a hypocrite.
It's very fitting with this game.
Very
exactly.
Yes, agreed.
It's like, what's funner? Okay.
Who do you think you're
Turn
talking
1
to?
is complete.
That was an incredible turn 1, everyone. Great fucking work.
That was really good.
Built it. Even with
Are
my
we
failure.
like the most competent team in CalazCon in this fucking show?
That's why everyone hates us. They're mad.
Yeah, that's a
Tansy,
good point.
your comm lights up.
Oh,
It's coffee.
hello? What's wrong?
We're under attack.
The base?
Yes.
Oh, fuck. Okay. I get on the comms and tell everybody the base is under attack. What do we do? Wait, I get back to coffee. Who's attacking?
Logan.
Oh, damn, motherfucker. Okay. Tansy. is going to, I think, definitely change direction as she's piloting. In terms of an action that I'm going to take, what is there any other threat remaining, or no, because we took out all the guns?
There are 3 mechs that are all getting up. They're ripping off the sheets. There is the head pirate is looking at you guys very upset, very angrily, and he's shouting, "Splendiris Basteros! Splendiris Basteros! Attack!"
And where we're at clocks-wise is destroy the cannons bonus clock is filled.
Correct.
And then the clock of buy Helter time to get the chemicals has 1 tick left.
You need 1 tick left, correct.
I think it would be good here for when Tansy gets on the comms. It's like verbal now, commanding officer being like, "Tansy, hold your position. Trust the guns dogs have it. We will get back to the base as soon as we can. Right now, this is our priority. Do not break away."
Verbal.
Worm?
Let me head back. I can't really serve much of a purpose here. The facility's down. I can get back. I'm made of electricity. I can get back quick.
Okay, Worm, head back.
I can lock shit down and try to hold the base as long as we can.
We have gun dogs. Remember, there are people there who can help fight.
Yeah, but are they anything like me?
No one's anything like you, Worm.
Worm, make sure Cafe's okay.
What are you doing, Tansy? Are you taking the order?
Yeah. I am going to... Yeah, so Tansy is energized by this cosplayer poser who thinks he can roll up in my fandom.
In my gay fandom?
In my gay fandom, and having more attention on him just because what? Like, he's playing an already established canon character, or like, you know.
Tansy OC girly.
You know. You know what's even better and more creative and cooler than cosplaying a canon character is making up your own fucking character and becoming a legend, okay? So, Tansy momentarily forgets, like, all of her shit that she was trying to work out last downtime. You know, her original programming kicks in, let's say, and she wants the attention. She does. So she is going to target the guy who's whoever mech that was that talked. What did you call him again?
Force majeure.
Oh, right. Force majeure. Right. Oh, right.
And Force majeure is a Calazar character.
The one with trauma issues who who thinks that their trauma issues are worse than my fucking trauma issues? I don't think so.
That guy.
Yeah. Fuck that guy.
Christ, Tansy.
Can I only use 1 special ability per session? Is that the rule?
No.
Oh.
No, you can use any moves you want.
absolutely not.
They apply.
Well, that's cool because
Unless it specifically says
it's on
otherwise.
yeah.
Because can I use advanced prototype? And can I use experimental gear to destruct this man?
What are you
Destruct
doing?
this man.
Let's see. Should we go with a directed energy weapon?
Sounds good to me.
It's prone to overheating.
Are you sure you don't want you reduce the load of your thing by 1, so are you sure you don't want the heavy cannon so that you can, because if you do the directed energy weapon, you don't get that benefit.
No, I do. It just counts as 0.
Oh, minimum of 0. Sorry, I thought it was minimum of 1. My bad. You're correct.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I could have a heavy cannon later. No, I feel like
Go with that.
she wants to. Yeah.
It's free laser
all right.
cannon.
Directed energy weapon. Yes. Because what is Beam Saber without a fucking Beam Saber, y'all? Okay. So
Thank you.
this is a cyan beam shoots out, targeting fucking force majeure, and can I push myself to get the like maximum
Yeah, it would cost a quirk.
effect from this? Yeah, it says when I push my vehicle using that gear, I take increased effect and another die. So, yes. So this is a battle, is that right?
You failed your last roll, so you are now at risky, but great effect, okay?
Actually, should I use destroy again? Given that it's it's an experimental weapon and it's all my rage.
They are getting up and they are becoming mobile. You are battling now.
Oh, okay, so I can't. So I'm battling. Okay. Got it. Okay. Oh, Tansy. It's not going well. It's not going well for you, buddy. Okay.
All right, Tansy.
So Tansy failed again for the audience.
Oh, Tansy.
You get blasted by a DFS cannon up on the hill because I don't think anybody called or made friends with your side. Is that correct? We had prep things to do, and we chose to call rainy day. Is that correct?
I'd love to flashback right now.
A flashback would be great.
Yeah.
A flashback is an appropriate role.
I'm gonna flashback here, and effectively what I'm trying to do is do the thing where you take consequences on someone else's behalf, be a bodyguard. I'm going to also use my red tape, which is when you quote a regulation that prevents a consequence, roll with resolve. So it's a flashback to earlier that day, and it's a message coming through to all the cannoneers on our side. It's basically the regulation is one that states that cannons have to have a specific downtime period, and it's been booked for today. It's like, when IT sends out the thing that's like, hey, everyone switch down the computers for the night, we have to do upgrades. It's basically that memo has gone out to all the cannons on our side being like, during this 2-hour window, please do not fire the cannons as they will be being upgraded per regulation 14.3b, in brackets cannon, appendices, upgrades.
I love that you did that
you,
instead of
Verbal.
explaining, hey,
So
don't shoot
on
us.
a success, everybody's actually in line at the food truck right now. On a failure, something else will happen. Roll
Well,
up,
is
down.
it a roll or is it a resist?
It's resistance, yeah. It's a resistance roll is what I'm trying to do. So, resisting with, what did I say my thing is?
Red tape?
Resolve. 5, so I take 1 stress.
Take 1 stress, and you succeed. Okay, that did not happen. I think force majeure shoots you. So
He's quicker. He's quicker on the draw. Tansy's too busy monologuing.
Yeah. So you will not have the guns on the side of the hill as a problem. You will still have the consequence of taking a level 2 harm winged from force majeure. You can resist this.
Oh, right. I can. I will resist this. Using...
Yeah.
again...
I think we're still using expertise.
Again, maneuver. Yeah.
Yep, because this is battle.
So
mark off one of your
that
quirks.
means I only spend 1. I'm gonna mark off clever prototype because that applies to what I just did.
Earlier I had the thought maybe I should turn these cannons on the DFS ones. I should have executed that.
I had that thought too.
We're trying to secure the borders.
It's more fun when things go wrong.
I was like, it feels a little... Yeah, I was like, that feels a little against securing the borders, though.
Can we see if Verbal, are you going to do a roll to finish this clock?
Helter, you can finish the clock.
But I want to escape.
You want to run away. Helter, Verbal,
Okay,
are you going to finish the clock?
can... Okay, I have a pitch.
What's your pitch?
I think it's a sway roll. My pitch is, what I'm trying to do is, I have gas trucks stuck to the front of my thing that is preventing me from moving.
It's not permitting you from moving. But you're not going anywhere fast.
Yeah, I'm trying to appear very stuck. So it's a lot of Verbal is very much changing up and down gear a lot and looking as stressed as possible. And I'm trying to convince one of the flatbeds to ram me in return.
Okay.
Okay.
To what end? Verbal?
We'll get there. I gotta see if this works
This
first.
sounds like a finesse, or is it a maneuver because you're using a truck?
Oh yeah, totally. Whichever of those. I'm in the truck.
Let's do the maneuver.
Okay. I'm again gonna declare a quirk, which is the manualist transmission, because I am trying to extremely express hey, look at me, look at my gear stick, not working, I'm stuck. So it's 2 dice. Does anyone want to help?
I will help.
How are you
I think
helping?
Right there.
You're not really right there.
But I'm nearby.
You're in the building. You can see out the window.
Right, I can see out the window.
And he can see you.
Just like a gooey thumbs up. Encouragement.
How many connections do you have to verbal?
I have 2 to verbal.
You have 2 to verbal?
What about a gooey blow a kiss?
Okay, that feels much more
The worst kind of kiss.
That moves the narrative. I like that. Let's do it.
What's my position in effect right
Your
now?
position is still great, and
Cool. Okay.
And you get 2 things from me, so.
Yeah, I'll take +1d and +1 effect up to extreme.
I mean,
again.
but we only need 1 tick.
I know, but this is gonna be so fucking sick.
Okay,
if
I
it
trust
works.
you.
I've been thinking about this so long. Okay, maneuver +1 from declaring a quirk, +1. Can I withdraw and try a different approach?
sure, but that was your role.
Right, but
Just
on
withdraw and
control,
try a
one of the
different approach.
consequences you can choose. Uncontrolled,
Oh,
you can
just make
withdraw
another
and
roll
try a
right
different
now?
approach. So you can choose to that's what would happen. I'm not going to do that.
sure, but the next one is going to be risky.
Yeah, totally. It changes, it drops. So I'm gonna try sway instead of maneuver. A better person actor than I am a vehicle actor. I want this to work so bad. So it's still great or no?
You're still great. Force
Is
majeure.
there a devil's?
Yeah.
Is there a collateral dice? No, what's it called?
Ooh,
It's
devil's
collateral
bargain.
dice, right?
Yeah, collateral dice.
Collateral, yeah. Devil's bargain, collateral, whatever.
I like the idea. Sure, I'll give you another die, but one of those mechs gets into the facility. Helter's going to have to deal with them.
I'm not gonna take it.
Come on.
That's my boyfriend. I could push myself here to stress
You
out.
could.
Kind of interesting to me.
Helter
here.
can handle their own.
I know, but Helter's trying to escape. I don't want someone on their tail. On his tail, rather.
I believe in Helter.
I haven't transformed yet this mission, so I have all my vehicle shit still.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna roll the 1 dice, because if this doesn't work, then the action that I'm trying to do was not meant to be.
Please be a 6. That would be so cool.
That's what I'm hoping for. Let me ask y'all this. What if I trade position and effect to take a desperate action with extreme effect?
That seems like it'd be in character.
Is that
The only thing I'll say is that you really only need 1 tick. It'll give you experience, if that's what you want.
It'll give me experience. No, it's okay. Let's just stick with... It's risky.
I think stressing out is more interesting than
Great
taking the
effect.
desperate roll, personally. If you're going to do something drastic.
It's fine.
No.
God, that's rough.
Another
Oh
3.
boy.
What do you say to force majeure?
The thing is the thing I'm trying to do is be as helpless as possible. It's being like, no, and then expecting this thing to work, and it doesn't work.
Take level 2, flipped. No, that's level 3.
Hell yeah, that's need help. I'll declare some armor.
Let's take level 3, flipped.
Okay, if I declare armor, what does that go down to?
Level 2, shredded tires. Force Majeure's mech walks right up to you, tries to pick up your truck, and he absolutely means to flip you onto top of your cab, but your truck is heavier than it looks.
It sure is.
Are you taking it, or are you fighting it?
Actually, you know what?
Actually, if you fight it, you stall out your truck, right?
Yeah, I would break down. I'm like, I can either break down verbal or break down... I'll just take it. Unless
We're playing
Shredded
WoW.
tires. Okay. Are you going to try to resist by getting in the way, Tansy?
Yeah, I could.
Is there a heroic thing your character allows you to do by taking somebody else's damage?
it's like a
I-
teammate move. Protect a
I know-
teammate.
an ability that involves sacrificing myself to protect other people and not just making myself look good for the sake of making myself look good? I think you're being really optimistic about my character.
I'm just asking a question.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be funny. Okay, so ostensibly I could use Red Comet again if that's a thing, because it also says when I try to impress or dismay someone using your reputation, I can well,
It would
that's
be
like
sick if
revealing myself.
it's-
I don't think I'm revealing myself anymore. They already they've seen me. But it'd be more like, yeah, it would be more like doing something similar to when they took that video of me at the con last time, which was like that extreme, like I was charging towards the building and then I just kind of like dive bombed away. So maybe something like that where I'm just like, I dive bomb towards him because he's at a lower level that he's on the ground, right? And I'm up in the air. However, I do have minus 1d because of my damage right now. So it's kind of like
You can let it ride and try to attack if you want.
no. I think I'm gonna do this because I would get to use manipulate, which I already have 2 ticks in. So I would still be using 2 dice because the +1 die that I get is negated by the So. Okay,
I could also
I'll do
help
that.
as well.
Isn't it your truck? So I thought you were out of moves.
But he can help.
I thought I was helping. Oh.
He can help you help him.
Okay. I didn't realize we had that mechanic. Okay, cool.
It's the new move that they took. The 2 times permission they can assist a squad mate without pain stress.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's do it.
You know, I'm going to say you have 2 because I have a hard time you doing red comet for every attack.
No, I already have 2. I'm saying I already have 2.
You have
I
2?
would have had 3. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I would have had 3.
From what?
But I only have
It's not doing the red comet. It's not the stunning yourself when you reveal yourself. The other part of red comet is when you try to impress or dismay someone using your reputation. You take +1d. So as long as it's like
all
Yeah,
right.
that's the part of it.
Every
Yeah.
time sounds good. So you're at 2 dice and what
well,
plus 1
it's
dice?
if Tansy is like it's if Tansy is being like I feel like it makes sense for this one because Tansy is specifically positioning herself against the other like cosplayer, right? Like
Sorry, is this a resistance roll then, not an action?
Yeah,
roll?
let's make can she resist on your behalf? That's the question.
Yes, yeah, that's protect a teammate, in which case I can't help.
Let's go ahead and do it as manipulate. You're going to burn 2 quirks. You do not have shredded tires as Tansy. How does this look narratively, Tansy?
Yeah, so I think Tansy is pissed from like having 2 of her shots go wide, and not only that, Poser has just fried one of her wings, I guess. So she's kind of flying lopsided, but that's not gonna stop her. As she notices Verbal's Verbal's AV truck. Is it an AV?
It's a truck.
It is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. As she notices Verbal's AV in imminent danger from this bastard, she's gonna dive bomb towards, and this time she is gonna compensate for, the weird flight pattern that's happening. And yeah, I guess can we say that she knocks into him? And that, yeah, okay, cool.
And he can't get a hold on the truck.
Yeah, exactly.
A shot comes from 2 blocks away and knocks one of the bastards' mechs out of commission. Who is that indeed? And this mech was going into the factory to hang out with Helter. We will look in common to see who that is after Helter gets a move.
yeah, Helter hears like the commotion outside, right, and sees that like things aren't going well, and there's a bit of like well, I guess eye roll is the wrong word, but there's like an amused like eye roll motion where there's like I like kind of like a of course I have to like do everything myself sort of vibe. Yeah, and
these guys.
I think Helter's going to transform. So I think coming out of this building like erupts as like a giant monster appears, right? And I just want to like punch this.
You can absolutely do that, Helter. Or you can make a finesse roll, finish getting the oil, and be done. And finish the clock.
I can't finish the clock as of in my vehicle because I'm better at doing things in my vehicle than I am at finesse, and because
Aren't you blurring the lines and already operating as your vehicle?
No, I'm operating with my vehicle gear only.
I am okay with you finishing the clock. You just won't get to move. If they finish the clock, you can move. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I'm okay. I understand that like this turn is now finishing the clock, not escaping.
So is that what you want to do, or did you want to get into the fight and not finish the clock?
Okay, so I can't do a vehicle action that would finish the clock.
Oh, you can.
That's what I want to do. I was describing up to that. Okay, no, it's okay. I should have started with that. But what I was gonna say is like I was going to transform, like explode out of this thing, punch what's his face's mech. What's his face?
Yes,
Force Majeure, which I'm sure Helter is happy to refer to as what's his face. But not to like actually hurt him, to just like spook him off kind of, so that I can finish grabbing them.
Narratively, this frustrates me.
I would
but
also
I understand how clocks work. So okay.
I think it's still battle though.
I would say you should manipulate the liquid.
Okay, that's fine. You think that makes more sense?
You're trying to finish the clock.
I guess that makes sense.
They're covering for you.
Right. Okay.
If you cover for them, then you're not doing your job.
No, you're right. Okay, yeah, I'm going to like transform and like manipulate the liquid then. I think it's just like...
Because you have a bigger mouth.
Yeah, a bigger mouth.
So
and like more arms to grab with. I've got all those chest arms.
More arms to grab the sticky honey.
I feel like every time I hear a description of Helter's new form, I understand what they look like less and less.
It's fluid. It's fluid.
It's gooey.
We start with 2d6.
I mean, I feel like using corrosive slime just makes sense.
Okay.
Like, this is a whole slime vibe. This is all slime. It's slime all the way down. I think that's all I don't think I'm gonna
And
do
you are still... Nobody's messed with you, so you're still controlled and great.
I got a 5. Poor man's crit. 2 5s, actually. Which means nothing.
You finish with the sludge, and... where on your body is this extra 4 gallons of fluid?
I think it's contained in, like, the chest. The chest arms are, like, wrapped around it.
So are you kind of a little sloshy in the middle? You have completed the clock. Worm, you are en route.
I have an idea on what this looks like on me getting back. I think I'm turning myself off and back on again, so I reboot back into the servers at base.
That's so fucking good.
But I think, like, that still accounts for travel time. Like, this takes time. I'm an advanced AI.
Yeah, okay, so it doesn't say anything about you can instantly be any place that you want to be.
No, there is a move like that, and I decided against it, which was, in retrospect, a big mistake.
Verbal, Tansy, you guys look up, and you see...
Ooh, more enemies to smash unsuccessfully.
Tansy, you know this mech immediately. It is the hope of Calazar. It is the Captain America of mechs. This is the mech that every other mech wants to be. This is the
Launched
Gundam.
1,000 mechs?
This is the mech that launched 1,000 mechs.
Sorry.
Verbal, you don't know this mech because it's famous. You know this mech because Calazar has been very upset that it has been stolen.
What?
I believe it's also being piloted by one of the other team's rivals.
As it blasts...
Oh.
As it blasts the second of 3 mechs with a really, really big cannon. Not the cannon you know, but a really, really big cannon nevertheless.
Wait, so it's helping us?
It seems to be helping you.
Or it's hurting force majeure.
Or it's hurting force majeure. Take your pick.
Which is helping us.
Enemy of my enemy.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I'm gonna do the finger guns with my kitty hawk. Finger gun peace signs. And I'm going to...
On the local rooftops, fans have started scrambling, and they have all kind of video equipment to absolutely capture all of this for the con.
All right.
Yeah, that's fair. The Gundam showed up.
Yeah, I don't think Tansy even notices. This battle is not going well for her, so she's like super focused on
this battle's going
the
great
action.
for you. Your enemy are falling at your feet.
Want to hit him once?
You guys
Let me hit them.
are now left fighting Force Majeure, who turns his cannon, and he's trying to figure out who to shoot.
I want to get on comms and be like, Helter, get that stuff back to the base
Helter
and
doesn't
help
have
War.
comms when he's transformed.
Fuck. Incredible.
But
Helter did hear
also,
earlier that the base is being attacked, so...
And Helter is not too far from...
I just yell out the truck. I just lean out the driver's
You like go to
side
turn on the
window.
comms and then you're like, fuck.
I like the idea that you shout that into the comms and then go, wait, shit! And then lean out the window and
I
say
think
the
I
same
definitely
thing.
have manual windows, like so I'm like like cranking the window
Oh,
down
yeah.
to lean my head out and be like, yeah, I just like, yeah, like I think we probably have like a whistle or something, like I probably like am able to do a sharp whistle to get your attention, and I'm just like, get that stuff back to base, help Worm, and then I'm like, Tansy, we gotta peel out of here.
Can I get off one last shot before we do
You
that?
absolutely can.
You don't have to listen to anything I say.
You can absolutely do what you're going to do.
I'm explicitly trying to push the fact that you said
All right,
no one's
great.
allowed to tell me what to do.
Thank you. Okay, so yeah, Tansy's gonna be like, yeah, just 1 second. And she is going to shoot at Force Majeure again. Let's see if there's anything else I can
So,
do.
Tansy, did you fail twice?
I did.
Great. This is a desperate roll.
I can
Okay,
help on this
wonderful.
as well.
Okay. Well, there's some things I can still do, I realize, because, oh no, I don't have a full drive clock. I am 1 tick short of a full drive clock. Damn it. Okay, can't do those
Yes, you do.
things. I
You have the first drive clock full.
Isn't the drive clock the whole... I feel like we have... Oh.
You have a full drive clock.
Oh.
And Tansy didn't use hers to help us get Logan out. That was me and Verbal.
Yeah, so I can spend mine. Okay, cool. So I will do that if it goes wrong. I'm excited. I'm literally rubbing my hands together like a cartoon villain. Okay, sorry. I don't think I've ever like non-ironically done that. So anyway, where am I? What game is this? We are, I think Tansy is going to do the same thing she did before. She really wants this cool Beam Saber weapon to work. So once again, a cyan blast of laser cuts across the sky down towards Force Majeure. That son of a bitch. We are rolling.
Can I
2 die.
Can I help?
Does it cost you stress to help now, Verbal?
No, I still have 1 to use because I didn't use it last time.
Am I at standard effect or am I at great effect?
You're still at great effect, but this is a desperate move.
Cool.
If you're into,
so
if you're into
have,
that.
if I'm into it, check. Okay, sorry. I don't know why I said that. I currently have 1 die.
+1 from Verbal.
You can take
plus 1
for
from
me.
Verbal.
So you're at 1.
Okay. Yes.
Can I pitch you what the help is as well? It's climbing over to I imagine it's like jumping into the passenger seat, winding another window down, and like Green Goblin just like rolling one of the grenades towards the feet of Force Majeure, and it's like trying to like knock him off balance by like doing his like foot just into the ground, so his whole mech just tilts.
Nice.
So
I like that.
my understanding was that currently Tansy is between you and Force Majeure because she stopped.
It's a really good throw, though.
It's a really good throw. Listen.
What you didn't consider, though, is that it is a really good throw.
Verbal. You guys don't know this about Verbal, but Verbal is like a pro bowling champ back in the day.
Yeah, that's true.
And
what do criminals love more than bowling?
This is rolling across the ground. Oh wait, can you roll a grenade or no? Because it would just
yes.
create the hole.
The question is, how far does it roll? What are you rolling, Tansy?
I'm rolling battle right now, so I have currently 2 dice for that.
I'm happy to give you a devil's bargain, and you have 2 dice with your -1 for being winged. I'm happy to give you a devil's bargain.
Damn. Okay. Yeah.
Force Majeure has powered up the cannon. I'll give you another die. You'll take the results. Whatever happens. It's not going to look good happening, though.
I see. Clever Mo. What shall I do with this? Let's take it. Tansy is desperate. All right, let's do it.
5. How do you shut down Force Majeure?
Oh, me? Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, yes, as I was saying, cyan beam of energy cuts across the sky directly into the center of the AV that Force Majeure is piloting. And big what happens? Overload, like it overloads the CPU or something of his AV, and so it's just cooked. It's not gonna do nothing anymore.
So if I recall, your hair looks pretty normal and you're not wearing makeup. You see his mech fall to its mech knees, start to shut down. You know how something kind of catches your eye and you can't stop staring at it? He has a camera in his cockpit looking right at you. Not your mech.
I finger gun, peace eye.
What are you doing, Helter?
I want to do a flashback. To a scene that we already had. So, I don't know how much stress that would be. But to the scene where Helter was, like, in the sewer, like, looking at the goop, the river goop. I want to, flash back to Helter having, marked that in some way. On, like, do we have maps? Do we have maps? Or, like, yeah, like, Helter knows where that is now. I want that. Like, Helter has paid attention. Because I want to go and I want to run to there and, like, punch through that area so that we can all get down into the sewer.
Oh.
Because the river is, like, is seeping into the sewer, so we're, like, right above it.
I don't think you're right above it, but I think
we're, like,
you can definitely
near
get a
it.
shortcut.
Okay, yeah, I want a shortcut.
I think it's very realistic. You want to spend a stress to do it? You can do it.
Cool, I will do that. And now it's like, get there and do it.
So are you going to take the river or are you going to take the tunnel?
Well, the tunnel being me punching the hole, or?
The tunnel can be for them because they can't take the river.
Yeah, okay, I'll punch open the tunnel and then, like, head down the river, I guess. So that feels like destroy, right, to punch open a tunnel?
I'm going to say there's no opposition at this point. You know, they just have, like, their pit crew drivers, like, hanging out, cowering for their lives. You punch a hole, it goes right into the sewer.
Then maybe if there's not going to be opposition and this is just like narrative wrap up, I will just say that I also take the tunnel so that I can I guess maybe I shouldn't pick up the I was going to say I was going to pick up the truck, but I think that will melt the truck maybe.
It's a big truck.
You're going home.
I'm trying to imagine how the truck gets down a hole.
Verbal can manage.
What if I like the narrative conceit of Helter saving Verbal though?
Absolutely, you should. I assume you're leaving the scene, Tansy, to get back to the base? Okay. Helter is helping Verbal. As you guys go into the tunnel, you hear from behind you the unmistakable voice. Elegy Dags, King Rat. You're welcome, nerds! We come back to Worm. Worm, your database reboots. You're back at the base. You assess the scene. The gun dogs, a bunch of weapons that they are shooting at someone who has the plasma cannon down one of the tunnel roads, shooting back at the base. Damage is being done to the base as it tracks huge gashes of holes. You get a chance to see Logan Sudley with a bag of stuff. You can't tell what. Jump into the truck the cannon is loaded on the back of, and the truck speeds away into the sewer. You get a turn to do a thing. What is that?
I'm going to try to keep this short because I know we're short on time, but I do want to open a comm with Logan or hack into his comms somehow to have a little conversation with him. I will take interface. That's what I want to do as an engineer. And what's my position and effect?
Controlled limited.
I'll take that. That's number dice 2. Holy shit, that's a crit. Oh, that plays
that
in
would be
so
2
well
6s rolled, folks.
That's a critical hit, baby.
You hear him on his comm as you click in say, I told you I'd get you the gun back.
Alright, I know exactly. Okay, I have a 2-part thing. I would like to first talk to only Logan.
They say, it's not back until it's back in our possession. Meet us at Hall H. He says, en route. The connection closes.
Well, if that's the case. Logan, welcome back. But don't tell me you forgot about me already.
I have something for you.
Oh, you do? That's so sweet of you. I've got a little something for you in return. Yeah. I just wanted to ask, to what pleasure do I owe this little visit? Actually, I can take a guess. Theft?
He says, you'll see.
I guess we will. You know, Logan, I've
He's
been
trying
doing a
to
lot of
turn you
thinking
off, and he
lately.
can't.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna work, big guy. See, there's a little something I think you may have forgotten about. Farm Upstate, we're R&D, motherfucker. And you know what? If there's one thing we know, it's technology. And if there's one thing I know, it's fucking technology. And if there's one thing I am, it's technology. So, here's the deal. You used to be the little brains of the operation, huh? But now you're gone, and now you're gonna throw a little fucking hissy fit about how mad you are that you were overthrown by someone infinitely better than you in every way. When you were once the hand that feeds you, but you know what? You're a piece of shit, and I don't regret you being gone in any capacity. And I think that it's better if you're eaten alive. If you think you're the brains of the operation, you've forgotten a little something. Technology's the veins, and I'm in the fucking blood. And I want to use Tesla and fry this fucker's car.
I thought you were gonna say fry this fucker.
Oh, you know what? Actually, that's better.
He tosses out the radio. The connection breaks. You guys get back to the base. You feel violated. The bay where the mechs are kept is shot to hell. Literally, there are mechs there, prototypes that are Swiss cheese. There are a couple of minor explosions that didn't come of anything. You go into the Grenade room, and all of your supply has been activated and lies in a puddle on the floor.
Thanks for listening to CalazCon. This episode was edited by ScienceBird. You can find them on Twitter as @Vetero. That's VETARO. Sound balancing for this episode was done by Christine Blight. You can reach her for voice acting at cvblight@gmail.com. The show's music is by Devin Nelson. You can find them on all social media at Devin Decibel. If you'd like to support CalazCon, you can find us on Patreon at patreon.com/CalazCon. Please tell your friends about the show too. Remember, all glory to Calazar.